Welcome to our podcast. My name is Andrew Colsky. I work with StopMyOCD.com, and we share information about OCD, OCD treatment, and people's stories about their situation and their struggles with OCD. Today we have a guest coming all the way from India. His name is Syam Kumar, and he has been struggling with OCD and has even written a book about it. The book is called Whispers of a Restless Mind. So welcome, Syam. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hi, Andrew.
So, we really want to learn about your story, and if you could start off and tell us, when did you first even realize that you had OCD? What was going on that led you to that diagnosis?
Yeah, after struggling with some intrusive thoughts and disturbing images, some compulsions, I consulted doctor after 4 years. Then I got to know that I have OCD. That's said by my doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
I used medication for 2 years, and also I took RTMS and EEG and CBD also. I took. Yeah.
So for our audience, can you tell us RTMS? What do you know what that stands for?
Yeah, repetitive transmagnetical simulation.
Okay,
they will place 2 magnetic coils on your head and for some sessions. My doctor prescribed me for 20 sessions. I took 20 sessions. After 20 sessions, I'm not seeing any change in my situation. My OCD remains same. So after that, I speak with my doctor regarding my medications also. It will not works. So he said it should be medicines will works 40% only. Remaining will be works on me. That is my confidence and my fight to work on OCD. So I stopped using the medication also. Now I'm fighting alone with OCD.
Okay. And you mentioned, so we talked about the magnetic stimulation, and for you that did not help you. And you said you also did EEZ?
Yes, EEG.
EEG. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And that also was not helpful for you?
Yeah, that also not helpful for me.
Okay. So already at this point, just in the beginning, you've got 3 things that you tried. You've got the medication, the EEG, and the magnetic stimulation, and none of those were helping you.
Yes.
So your doctor tells you that it's up to you to fight 60% of the struggle. Did he give you any tips on anything to do or what that means to fight for yourself?
Yeah, he helped me on how to stop compulsions like that. He said if you get any thoughts like intrusive thoughts or disturbing thoughts, don't do compulsion, hold on that, hold a little bit more like that, he said. I tried that, but sometimes if I hold that thoughts also, it will be, that thought level will be increases, like more thoughts, more something more to do compulsions. Mm-hmm. So I ended up with doing compulsions. If I do compulsions also, that thought cycle will remain same. My doctor also told me like that if you do compulsions, it is like you are pouring the petrol into the fire only, like that he said. But when I get triggering any thoughts, I'm not able to stop compulsing, but I'm not able to take the thoughts. So I'm doing compulsions, getting more thoughts. The thought cycle remains same.
Mm-hmm.
Even improving, like that.
Right. So as we're sitting here talking today, how long has it been since you were diagnosed with OCD?
Yeah, I have diagnosed with before 3 years. From 3 years, I'm taking medications, but I'm struggling with OCD since 6 to 7 years.
Wow,
But I
6 to
can't.
7 years.
It took me 3 to 4 years to find I have OCD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So here in the U.S. where I am, we have mental health counselors and we have psychologists. These are not the medical doctors. These are more of the talk type of doctors. Do you all have that in India where you are?
Yeah, mostly we have psychologists only. We consult psychologists only, psychiatrist. Yeah, not specifically any doctors for specifically for OCD.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
India is such a large country.
Yeah.
So at some point you decided to write a book about your experience, right?
Yes.
So tell us how that came about. Why did you decide to write the book?
Yeah, I thought so many people are struggling with OCD without knowing they have OCD. So I thought if I write a book with all my thoughts and compulsions and my medications, my stories, my hopes, it will works to them. It will help them to find out they have OCD and get the right medication and right path to overcome the OCD. So that's why I wrote my book, Whispers of a Restless Mind. It contains my OCD thoughts, struggles, and medications, and all my hope, like that. All.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's great that you were able to kind of channel that into a book. Where is the book available?
Yeah, it is all in Amazon.
Okay. And is it in different languages?
Specifically, I wrote it in English only because it will be fine if I write in English. All over the world will able to read that. That's why I wrote it in English.
Fantastic. And what has been the response once you wrote it and got it out there and it's available for sale? What have people said? Have you gotten any comments?
Yeah, recently I published in Amazon. I sent to one of my friends, who is struggling with OCD. One of my friend in USA and one of my friend in Brazil. So they read that book. They said, it will be helpful for who is struggling with OCD without knowing they have OCD. Yeah.
Wow. So these friends that you have in different parts of the world with OCD, were they friends of yours and then they just happened to have OCD, or did you meet them through some way?
Yeah, some OCD groups. I met them through some OCD groups.
Oh, okay. So these are what, online groups, I guess, that you attend?
Yeah, online WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
There is only 1 or 2 groups only there. In that only.
Okay. And how did you find out about the groups?
Yeah, by researching online only, I find that book.
So just searching online, you were able to find groups?
Yes.
Okay. So just in case you're not aware, and for any listeners who may not be aware, there's a website for the International OCD Foundation, and that is www.iocdf.org. And on their website, they have a listing of support groups for people with OCD as well. So there are a lot of free resources or low-cost resources through that website. If someone listening to this podcast is interested in finding a group of their own, that's one place they can go and find a complete listing of groups all around. I guess it's all around the world, to be honest.
Yeah, it will be helpful for most of the people.
Yeah. So where you are in India, have you spoken to any other people who you think might have OCD or maybe didn't realize they might have OCD, or just people from the other groups that you've spoken with?
Yeah, I'm not directly seeing people with OCD in my place, but in India there are so many people in that group only. Yeah, few of them from different states. Yeah, I find them, but I'm not find anyone in my area with
Wow.
OCD.
Okay. So of the people that you've been able to speak with in the groups, has anybody been making good progress with their own situation?
Yeah, I can see that in that group, most of the people sharing their experiences with OCD. Sometimes it will helpful for that, but most of the people telling like we are not able to handle this pressure on my head, um, or we need to stay here or die like that. Here they said. So, at that time, some people will be helping them to what the thought process of them, how they are going through. Based on that, they are helping them to how to handle the pressure like that. Sometimes I also posted my struggles. I received so much of help from that groups.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, the story that you're sharing is so common in that people, wherever they are in the world, who have OCD, oftentimes can go for years before they figure out what is actually going on. And the medical professionals and people they visit oftentimes aren't aware of OCD or don't have enough awareness to be able to properly diagnose. And so people can go for years without being diagnosed. And then once they get diagnosed, then comes the next challenge of how do we handle it? Now, the good news is that there are effective treatments out there, but they're not widely known, especially as far as I know, the United States has the most use of these different techniques. I've spoken to people from around the world, and they tell me that they don't have any medical professionals that are aware of these techniques or that use these techniques. And that's really a shame because, they can be very effective and very helpful. And like you say, medication can help a little bit, but it's not going to really be, 100% effective for you. And that's a real challenge, and even here in the U.S. in schools, when we teach mental health professionals and psychologists and psychiatrists, we don't really teach them anything about OCD. So they come out of school and they've never had any exposure to it. So it is a big challenge, and for people like you to be putting out books and sharing your story and coming onto the podcast and sharing your experience, that's how people start to learn about it and
Yes.
realize that there are options available.
Yeah,
So
I think in most of countries, there is no help for OCD. People struggling with OCD, they know not much information about that also. Yeah, majorly in USA only we can get help from OCD, but remaining countries, I think there is no information about that.
yeah, it is really a shame that the information is not more widespread, but that's the purpose of the International OCD Foundation and why they were started, is to be able to share the message and get the word out and get more people educated about it. And it takes time, especially when you're trying to get a message out to the world. That's very hard to do. So what are your next steps for yourself? What are you doing today to help with the OCD?
Yeah, I just want to build a community all over the world, people who are struggling with the OCD. I'm working on an application which is gather the people who is with OCD and help them to how they can take the pressure and how they can get help from doctors around the world like that. I'm working on that.
Oh, so this would be like an app on your mobile phone?
Yeah, I'm just working on that.
Wonderful. Wow. So you're really, taking this seriously and getting the
Yeah.
message out and helping others.
Yeah, because I struggle more. Till now, also I'm struggling more. Yeah, it will be. I can't say it specifically. There are no words to specify that struggles. Yeah, sometimes, most of the times, I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to eat also. If yeah, at some point I'm not able to breathe also, because thoughts will saying like, if you're breathing, you're breathing your thoughts only, like that. I can get the thoughts. So yeah, it will be like being in a jail with your own mind.
Yeah, wow, that's an interesting way to put it, but I certainly understand that, being in jail.
That's why I have thought about building in a community to gather the people, which helps them to
Right.
take the pleasure of OCD.
Wow, wow. Well, that's very admirable, and I'm glad to hear that you're working on that. I'm glad to hear that you put the book out. That obviously took a lot of time and effort to put that together. Books don't just come, easily.
Yeah.
Just to let people know, in addition to all the resources available across the internet at the International OCD Foundation, we do a free online support group as well, and that's at stopmyocd.com, and we do that 4 times a month. And we have people who come from all over the world with similar stories to yours, is that it took them a long time to realize that what they had was OCD, and they had a hard time finding anybody who could tell them what they could do about it. So they did their own research, they found the support groups, they come, and then they start to learn. And you're certainly invited to that group as well. Again, it's a free group.
Sure.
So, well, let me take this opportunity to thank you for coming on and sharing your story with us, and for all the work that you've done in helping to spread the word and spread the message. I wish you success with your own treatment. And it is a challenging issue to work through, but with the right treatment and the determination to do it, you can make a lot of success.
Yes, Andrew. Yeah, thank you on that. My doctor also always saying that it is a long process. OCD only takes a long process, like that he said. But my struggle is real. Till now I'm struggling. I'm not getting more than 3 hours of sleep a day.
Oh wow!
Like that, because if
hard.
I sleep also, if I get any thoughts, I need to wake up and sleep again, wake up and sleep again, like that. It is going on.
Right.
Yeah, but still I have hope. I can.
Right.
One day I will get over this OCD.
Wow. Well, I wish you the best. I encourage people to check out your book, Whispers of a Restless Mind, available on Amazon. And also, if you're listening to this podcast and you feel that you might have OCD or you're not sure, go ahead and visit the iocdf.org, the International OCD Foundation website. They have a lot of great information and resources there. It's all for free. So check that out. And again, if you want to join a free support group, stopmyocd.com. We're happy to have you. And Syam, thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you.